No longer my wife, has hired top New York lawyer to eliminate Meg as she hid the Queen's bone cancer. Montecito residents recently revealed they heard a big argument between Harry and Meghan inside the $14 million house. The cause of the argument is said to be Harry was extremely angry when Meghan deliberately didn't tell him about his grandmother's serious cancer and prevented him from going back to England to see her one final time. Queen Elizabeth died in September, aged 96, due to old age, according to the death certificate. Now a new biographer is claiming the Queen was battling a form of melanoma, bone marrow cancer, in the final few years of her long life. British author Giles Brandreth, a friend of the Queen's late husband Prince Philip and former politician, has made the claims in his new book, Elizabeth, An Intimate Portrait. I had heard that the Queen had a form of melanoma, bone marrow cancer, which would explain her tiredness and weight loss and those mobility issues we were often told about during the last year or so of her life, he wrote in an extract published by the Daily Mail. The most common symptom of melanoma is bone pain, especially in the pelvis and lower back, and multiple melanoma is a disease that often affects the elderly. Currently, there is no known cure, but treatment, including medicines to help regulate the immune system and drugs that help prevent the weakening of the bones, can reduce the severity of its symptoms and extend the patient's survival by months or 2 to 3 years. The author stated that Britain's longest reigning monarch tried to keep herself busy as a way to live without her husband Philip, who died in April 2021. In other news, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are allegedly demanding an apology from the royal family following the release of their Netflix show. However, a royal expert said that such an apology is unlikely to come soon. The Sunday Times recently reported that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are pursuing a royal summit to address the concerns outlined in the docuseries. The paper alleged that Meghan in particular wanted an apology from the rest of the firm. If all they wanted was an apology, they could have gotten that over a Zoom call 2 years ago, said royal expert Shannon Felton-Spence, speaking to Fox Digital. She added, they wanted to use the situation to its full extent to set up their new lives. It's not that I don't think a summit will happen, but what exactly is it going to change? Nothing. And the royal family has made that clear. There have been reports that the Sussexes are looking for the apology before they consider attending King Charles III's coronation next year. However, the royals are allegedly bewildered by the couple's request and are refusing to respond until they admit their own mistakes, according to the Daily Mail. Spence claimed that the reputations had been hurt on all sides, and noted that there was no royal summit at the Queen's funeral. She added, they knew that the Netflix documentary and Harry's book were upcoming, and there was no getting out of that. I fear that it will be too late once we see what's in the book, which is reportedly very unflattering to Camilla, the Queen Consort. She continued, the royal family has made it clear that they're not playing this game. When they didn't respond to the Netflix series, we saw exactly what their strategy is, fly above the drama. Harry and Meghan will outplay their hand, in the near future, probably with the book. A friend of His Majesty reportedly told The Times that the show was not as damaging to the monarchy as we feared, and called it self-indulgent, one-sided, and exploitative. The palace hasn't yet commented on the series, and many royal watchers believe this is unlikely to change. It's likely the royal family will continue to try to fly above the drama, while sticking to the late Queen's mantra of never complain and never explain.